David, the brand new Disturbed record will be released very soon. It's called Divisive. 18th of November it will be out. It's the first one since 2018. Does it feel any different to release a record in these kind of times?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, the pressure's on, that's for sure. But on another level, it's that much more needed.
Okay.
We were pent up for 2.5 years of pandemic craziness, and our art is our way of getting our therapy that we need for a whole lot of trauma that I think all of us have experienced. So it definitely feels different.
Okay. I already had the chance to give it a listen, and I feel like you were going for some old school Disturbed vibes with songs like Unstoppable, Power of Me, awesome track by the way. Why are you aiming for this sound again, actually?
We were just dying to get back to heavy.
Okay.
When we first started the writing process for this record, and Danny was asking me what direction I felt like going, and I said to him, like, I think people have been asking for it. Let's give it to them. Let's go back to Sickness meets 10,000 Fists type of vibe and just get heavy again.
Yeah.
And he was more than willing to go there.
Yeah, I was actually kind of surprised that there's only one softer song, which we definitely have to talk about later.
Sure.
Because after Sound of Silence, which of course gained you a lot of new friends and fans out there, and also on Evolution, I guess there were 3 ballads.
There were 5.
Reason to
yeah.
Especially Reason to Fight. Yeah. So you really didn't think about adding one or two more of those softer
ones? No, we were
ones?
feeling heavy. We were digging the heavy stuff. Yeah, we had to do at least one ballad because you have to have a little bit of yin to your yang. But I think that we were having so much fun with the more aggressive stuff. We just stayed in that zone for most of it.
So the one song I was mentioning is called "Don't Tell Me," which is awesome. Also the first one with guest vocals in the history of Disturbed.
Ever, yeah. And
Ever.
What a way to do it than with, what a better way to do it than with Ann Wilson. I mean, so we're very, very humbled to have had the opportunity to work together with her. I mean, she's amazing, crazy talent, and amazing to work with. And I think that our voices sound great together. I love the song. It's one of the favorites we've written, in my opinion. I adore it. So hopefully everybody digs it as much as I do.
Is it true that you actually reached out to her via social media?
Yeah. It was Bruce Dickinson and I were commenting in a thread regarding who we thought the best female rock voice of all time was. We both said her, and I, she thanked us, and I messaged her and said, "Look, if you ever wanted to do something together, I would love to." And so she was down, and when we recorded the record, the ballad came towards the end of the session, and I originally tracked it all myself. And listening back to it, I'm like, oh, if any of them would make sense to have her duet with me, this would be the one. And so I sent her the track, and she loved it. We ended up meeting up in a studio in Oakland, California, and she knocked it out of the park. It was it's an interesting story for sure, and
it is.
I love how fate has a way of working its way with things. Very, very serendipitous. Happy with the results.
I think it's kind of funny when you normally, or I guess fans would think that those things would be discussed on tour maybe, or via management or label or whatever, but is really that easy? Are bands really connected so easily to each other now?
Yeah. I mean, look, there's the business end of things that needs to get taken care of, right? But that was easy. I mean, we were very eager to work with each other, and the results, I think, speak for themselves. I couldn't be happier with the track.
So now there's maybe a chance for some more guest vocals in the future.
Maybe, I'm certainly not opposed to it. I've always kind of dug that aspect of it. We used to do a lot of live collaborations with other artists and stuff like that. I always really enjoyed that. So, but when it came to the Disturbed records, and it just, for the longest time, it was more about the purity of just the sound. You know what I mean? But now, doors open. Who knows?
Awesome. This time there were no cover songs, right?
On purpose.
On purpose. Yeah. Why?
Because everybody expects us to come up with something, that's the level of the Sound of Silence cover. And I'm, not only that, but everything gets compared to it, measured to it. And you're like, you know what? Let's let this record be all about our original material. And, we would cover, when we would cover songs in the past, it was for fun. It was for the challenge of it, not to be measured up to something and all that. And we were having so much fun with our own original material, and it was going so well, just decided to leave it off this time.
When I think about it, as you said, we're going for some heavier stuff again. Do you maybe regret a little bit of the Sound of Silence hype?
No. How could you regret that? God, you want to talk about your blessings. I mean, it's the gift that keeps on giving. It keeps on finding its meaning in different places and different avenues and different times for different people. I still get as much of a thrill singing it live as I did these past two shows I just played, as I did in the beginning. It's an incredible part of the night. I love it. I don't regret any of it. The whole experience is amazing. It's still amazing.
The main theme of Divisive is, let's keep it short, unity, bringing unity through music.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, or at least discouraging people from having this predatory mentality where they feel the need to finally find reasons to attack each other. It's gotten way, way out of hand. Everybody's on their respective teams, and if you're not on their team, you're the devil. You're the worst thing in the world. You deserve to die, for God's sake. I mean, people have lost their minds and lost themselves in the rabbit hole of social media and its many ridiculous conspiracy theories, and everybody's egging each other on, and people are, the whole I can't help but watch a car crash mentality applies to everyone and everything right now. They're delighted and thrilled to see somebody's life fall apart. I mean, we've become, it's a sickness. It really truly is. We're addicted to finding reasons to be outraged or pissed off or to delight in somebody else's downfall. It's not humanity. It's something else.
You yourself are pretty active again on Twitter. You also did a video speaking to the Russian people. But still, there are a lot of bands you would expect to speak up against war, still not doing it.
It's interesting how selective some of them are, isn't it?
It is. And do you think that there should be done more, actually?
Look, a lot of people don't want to conflate any type of politics at all with their music. And typically that's how we are as a band. But myself as an individual, I have a voice and I am pro-peace, as most people should be. And whatever I or we can do to encourage that, we certainly try. We try to encourage peace and unity and shared coexistence between everybody. And that goes for our shows and for everybody else. So I think there's been too many people taking sides in just about everything of late, as opposed to just saying, everybody calm the fuck down. You know, let's step back for a minute. Let's remember the good things in life. Let's remember the things we have in common with each other. Let's celebrate our shared humanity, as opposed to finding reasons to continue to attack each other.
Going back to the record, which songs would you think might be the best live on stage?
Hard to say. I could see them all having their moment. I'll tell you, lately we've been playing Hey You and Unstoppable, and they've both been great live. It's been a lot of fun. But I'm hoping that I really get the chance one day to do the duet live with Anne.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah. And I can only imagine what the reaction would be. I can hear audiences singing that melody that is at the end of the song, that the song fades out to, on their own and carrying it. You know, I'm really looking forward to a lot of these. That's the frustration of not having the record out yet, right?
Yeah. But it's not far away. So
soon.
Yeah. So I hope we will see you guys back in Germany soon with the brand new songs. And I wish you all the best for the release. Thanks a lot for taking time, David.
Thank you.
Yeah. See you soon. Thank you.
Appreciate it, brother. Take care.
You too.